नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ गुङ्गुरुभ्यो नमः ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमः ॐ ऐं सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोदिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे ॐ यस्यात्मभूतस्य गुरुप्रसादात् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि संसारबन्धात् सर्वोपदेष्टुः शिवानन्दमूर्तेः मृदङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यं दयासिन्धुं दीनबन्धुं शास्त्रार्थबोधनपटुं मस्करीन्द्रवरं नौमि श्रीचिदानन्दसद्गुरुम् ॐ My reverential obeisance to all those who are assembled here, and my salutations and obeisance to Swami Padmanabhanandaji Maharaj for giving me an opportunity to ponder over this very wonderful theme. And also I am extremely thankful to him for introducing me. Although it is a little embarrassing to it was nice. So so the theme, the living the authentic spiritual life, is a wonderful theme and also a challenging theme also. Why? Because all of you are seekers, you are already practicing spirituality, you are in the line. And counting my personal experience, maybe I have started my spiritual career in the very young days, especially in India, down south. They are born with a spiritual background. And after some time, you study the scriptures, you commit yourself for spiritual life. And as you are progressing, it is not my experience alone, it is your experience too. So as you are progressing, naturally doubt comes whether I am doing the right thing or wrong thing. I was working as a professional, and then people usually ask me, why are you not married? Then some people will make some comments, then something wrong with him. And you have to bear with all those things. And so people disturb your thought, and one time or other, everyone who was seeking will have a natural doubt whether I am doing the right thing or wrong thing. And later on, somehow or other, you have committed yourself and you have settled in the path. Now as seniors, Swamijis, not by age also, by the scriptural knowledge you have, and because of the long practice, your commitment to the life and long practice, people come to you, those who are in the beginners, they come to you and ask you what is to be done. Many times I have faced with questions like this. People come to me, I have taken initiation from Swami Chidanandaji Maharaj. Oh, wonderful. Then I have a doubt whether this particular mantra is suitable to me or not. I don't like this particular mantra. Can I go change the other mantra? Can I change to the other mantra? So that means there is some doubt. Even in the mantra there is some doubt. And later on, people who are meditating, they come and ask, I have this experience, whether this is right or wrong. And some people say, I have got initiation from somebody else and I want to get it vouched by you. Then sometimes we are in an embarrassing situation that to say no or yes, we do not know. And even if you say yes or no, his doubt will not, you cannot totally remove his doubt. The doubt will be lingering in the mind. I think it is your experience. Nobody can deny this. If anyone can deny, please deny now. So why? Because it is precisely because the Shastra explains the nature of the mind. The mind is somewhere here, the brain is somewhere here, intellect is here. All these things are concepts. These people think the intellect is here, the mind is here. My mind, I'm not governed by the intellect, I am governed by the mind. Some people say I am not governed by the mind, I am governed by the intellect. All these things are some statements. It makes no real stuff about it. Because the Shastra defines the mind. The mind and intellect, the ego, all these things are not separate entities. They are one entity and there is functional separation. The mind, the inner instrument, is called the mind. Sometimes it is called the intellect, buddhi. Sometimes it is called chitta, and sometimes it is called ego according to the functions. It is your experience that whenever you think something, immediately you think of the opposite. When you decide to go for this retreat, or Swamiji says, tomorrow morning 5 o'clock I will meet you. Then early morning it is chill. And then you get up, whether should I go or I need not go. It is cold. Why not I skip? Swamiji is not going to take attendance. So immediately your mind says to go or not to go. Every thought, there will be a counter thought automatically. If it is not there, you don't have a mind. So the Shastra defines the mind as chanchalapnika mana. Chanchala means the wavering aspect is called the mind. In the Bible it is said, the doubting Thomas. And Shakespeare puts it in a beautiful way in Hamlet. To be or not to be is the question. So this doubting aspect of the mind, that portion is called the mind, the mana. And immediately it is followed by a decision. Nishchayatmika buddhi, it decides, yes, I will go. Otherwise, what is the purpose of coming here? So I will go, you decide. So that decision part comes later. So because the nature of the mind is that there will be always doubt whether I am doing the right thing, whether my practice is authentic. That doubt will be there for quite some time, almost till the end of that sadhana you are doing. Until you get that final conviction, it will be there and nobody can escape this. So this, what is authentic is the doubt right from the beginner until he achieves it. So it is really a challenging question and challenging topic for the speakers, equally challenging for the listeners, because each one will confuse you with so many ideas and I will also confuse you. But there will be merry. In our place down south, as we celebrate Christmas, the Krishna's birthday, Advent of Krishna, is usually celebrated. Krishna also was born on the midnight. I don't know why these people were born on midnight. So So during there will be also a lot of merit. And one of the items is very interesting thing. So there will be they will fix a post, install a post made of wood, sufficiently big, and then maybe 12 feet height. It will be firmly fixed on the ground. And the pillar, round pillar, and it is nicely polished, maybe made of teak wood or ebony or fine wood like this, and very polished. On the top of that, they will keep a pot with little money, butter, etc. And this post, already it is smooth. In addition to that, they will apply butter over that. And whosoever climbs over that and takes it, he will get that reward. So people will keep on trying to, and the moment one step they go, they will come down. And then, in addition to this, when the person is trying to climb up, they will splash water from all sides. So it will be an interesting thing. Likewise, I think most of the speakers will try to climb up this, like the climbing on the slippery tree. So likewise, the subject is a very slippery subject. What is authentic is a very slippery subject. I do not know who is going to really get at it. So such a beautiful subject has been given. So it is like that. Now, but you see, in spite of all these things, what is authentic, we want to know. Everyone wants to know what is authentic. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? This question is there in the mind of everyone. And sometimes you go and ask people, and they say, okay, this is right, carry on, carry on. Somebody makes you, endorses your practice, helps you in understanding, and gives a little more clarity to the subject. So as you are proceeding like that, in spite of the doubt existing there, those who are really sincere, they get help from some place, one place or other, and then they carry on. And these are all anticipated in the Shastras. We cannot speak anything which has already not been told. Whosoever claims that is mine is ignorant of the fact that all these things are already covered, because this is not a new subject. So Patanjali puts it in a very beautiful sutra. So as you are practicing it, you have the doubts, and then when the doubt comes, an answer comes from within. Of course, you get an answer from outside, and also there is an answer comes from within. Oh, I'm right. Some experiences are there, and then you have, that helps you to have more faith. So Patanjali says it is called Shraddha Virya Smriti, Samadhi Prajna Purvaka Itaresham. Those who have already reached it, then there is no question of whether it is authentic or not. That question doesn't arise. But those who are seeking, they need support from others, and besides, they have faith in their practice. Oh, this is right. That faith gives them little impetus to carry on, Shraddha. And that it gives that the strength to carry on, Shraddha Virya. And then the memory. Oh, this was, you look back. What has happened to me all these years? 50 years I'm in the spiritual line. What has happened to me? You look back. And then something you have achieved. So that strength of that, the memory of that, and then some peace you find. All these things help you to feel that I'm on the right path. This is authentic. So it helps you feel like that. There is one, I keep telling stories so that you will forget what I have told and remember the story alone. So, when I was a small boy, I read a poem called Abu Ben Adam. I used to enjoy this. I have quoted this on many occasions. This Abu Ben Adam is a good man. Okay. Oh, it is very authentic. So this Abu bin Adam was a good man. One day he was sleeping. As he was sleeping, he saw a dream. In the dream, he found someone sitting there and writing something. So he went there. Who are you? I am an angel of God. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. What are you doing here? Then the angel said, I am writing the name of those who are devoted to God, who love God. Oh, you are writing the name of people who love God. Wonderful. Whether my name is there? Then what is your name? Then my name is Abu bin Adam. Your name is not there. Abu bin Adam became very, it pained him, the answer pained him very much. Became very sad. Then he got up. It was a dream, but still it pained him. So he forgot about it, and the next day went on. Again the next day he slept. And then next day also he had a dream. The previous dream he will not remember during this dream. Again he saw an angel sitting there. And then he asked, who are you? I am an angel of God. What are you writing? I am writing the name of those whom God loves. Whom God loves. Yesterday it was those who love God. And then he says, whom God loves. Whether my name is there. What is your name? Abu bin Adam. Oh, your name is the first name. So it does not matter whether you feel it is authentic, whether it is according to the scriptures or not. Whether the practice is providing you the necessary inputs. Whether the practice is making you really move towards the goal. That is most important. So whether God loves me, whether God loves you is most important than whether you love God. So in the 12th chapter of Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, if you have these qualities, you are dear to me, you are dear to me, you are dear to me. So as we practice spirituality, then certain changes should be there in you. Some changes, you should find some changes in you. And those changes will make you understand better whether it is authentic or not. And those changes will give you the right momentum to carry on your practices. And it is well said in the Shastras, and Gurudev puts it in very beautiful way, what is authentic in his universal prayer, although it is a small thing. It is, in nutshell, brings out the whole of the entire gamut of philosophy is brought out in that small universal prayer. It is something which you have to ponder upon every day. Each word has to be pondered upon. You will not be able to study the scriptures. It is a very hard way of learning. It is very difficult. And so even what is available, that you can ponder over. So initially he says, O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent and omniscient. Thou art Satchidananda. Thou art the indweller of all beings. So here he gives the description of the God, the nature of God, what God is. In Shastras also we come across with the Lakshana. Naturally, people ask the question, how God will look like, how God will be. You say that God is full of mercy, God is full of love. God is compassionate. Some explanations we give. He is omnipresent, omnipotent and omniscient. And then the Shastras also describe the qualities of the teachers, of the realized saints. So in the second chapter of Gita, the last 18 verses shows what are the qualities of a realized saint. One who has adapted to the authentic path, one who has lived that authentic spiritual life, how he will look like, how he will speak. All those qualities show us that. Then naturally we also know that a saintly person will be full of compassion and he will not have anger. He will have all love. All these things we know. Naturally, when we look upon a person, whether he has all these qualities, no, this drawback is there. Then we say, we take these qualities to judge the other person. And Shastra does not say it for that purpose. These are the qualities. Find out, introspect and find out whether you have got these qualities. It is not to judge whether Atma Swarupa Swamiji is a realized person or not, whether how he speaks, whether he tells a lie, whether he becomes angry. These are not told for that purpose. These are told for practice. These are the lakshanas, the qualities of a master. And these are the sadhanas this disciple have to do. Shankaracharya comments it, these are the lakshana. Lakshana means these are the outward expressions, outward manifestations of the great masters, of the realized saints. And these are the things we have to practice. So it is said not to find out whether X is realized or Y is realized. These are the things which we have to practice it. And as we practice it, these things should come and settle on. As you practice this, the nakrodo nachamatsaryam na lobho na shubhamadihi bhavanti krita punnyanam bhaktaram purushottame. Those who are devoted to God, they will have all their thinking will be positive, auspicious. They will not entertain any negative thoughts. Even someone does wrong to you, you will be able to do them something good to them. Gurudev says, bear insult and bear injury. Are you able to do that without any pinching in the heart? Are you really compassionate? Are you able to love those people who hate you? If these qualities are there, then naturally, if these qualities are increasing, then naturally you are on the authentic path. So whatever you are doing, the spiritual exercise you are doing, is taking you to the right goal. So this is the first step. This is not the last step. I am going to put a bombshell and make my friend Muktananda happy. So these are very authentic things. But now, you see what is authentic, what is unauthentic. Both authentic and unauthentic, both truth and untruth are mundane. However much your practice is authentic, it is mundane. It is not, in the ultimate analysis, it is not totally authentic, although it is authentic. There is an Upanishads, which is known by the name Keno Upanishad. And there they say that supreme reality which cannot be pondered over, which is not amenable to the words, that transcendental reality which you cannot explain with words. Words cannot reach there. They say that words, yatu vacha anapyuditam, that which cannot be explained by words, but because of the presence of which you are able to utter words. that which cannot be pondered by the mind, which the mind cannot comprehend, and because of which the mind is able to comprehend. So whatever you are doing, that is yen manasa namanute yena hurmano matam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. That which is imponderable, that mind cannot ponder over, because of the presence of which the mind is able to ponder something mundane. That is the reality and not what you are worshipping. Whatever you are practicing, it cannot take you to the ultimate goal. Because whatever you are doing with the instruments which are unfit to reach there, so the mind cannot ponder it. However much you scale, however high, it really falls short of what is ultimately needed. So it is lower only. Of course, this exercise is required. And this takes you almost to the level of the springboard, from where you have to take a right angle and jump, or leave the springboard and go beyond that. So it is needed. So the Upanishad says, this is told only to senior sadhaks, not to Tom, Dick and Harry. And I consider you are all very serious seekers. So whatever you are seeking, you cannot seek the beyond. You cannot seek the beyond. You can seek up to some level. What is beyond? It is beyond the seeking. So you have to seek. And later on, you go beyond that. So, Gurudev finally concludes his prayer. The third set, let us behold thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve thee in all these names and forms. Let us ever remember thee. Let thy name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee forever and ever. So how far you are able to abide in that? How far you are able to accept the indwelling reality, thou art the indweller of all beings. How far you are able to accept that? How far you can abide in that? Leaving all these exercises. Whether all these exercises will ultimately take you to that final abidance. I am that. That is the most authentic. It transcends everything that is authentic. It transcends everything that is unauthentic. It transcends all that is truth. It transcends all that is false. It transcends everything. And that is your nature, and that is my nature. And you are that. And he made it on his own image. So if we are able to accept that, that is the most authentic, the most unauthentic, transcending everything. Thank you.
I have no words. Swamiji, you've got to thank him.
Thank you.
I know that they will be.
Anything else would be an insult to the talk.
No?
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.